Boy, oh boy, do we have a crazy video for you guys, because there are some controversial BuzzFeed quizzes out there, and we will be taking every single one, hopefully not revealing anything too dark about our insides. So how are you feeling about this, Michael?
Oh, I'm feeling better about ourselves than BuzzFeed should, because I have no idea how they've gotten away with some of these published quizzes. I mean, I'm looking at the list, and it's going to be a treat. It's definitely going to be a treat for everyone.
Well, we're going to start off with a bang, because this first quiz that's up is how stereotypically black was your childhood? How did your mom apologize to you? So it's like a fusion of like the Brits and then a black childhood.
Wow. All right. Quite the synergy there. I do want to note, look at the URL.
BuzzFeed.com, Tolanashionai, how normal was your childhood? What do you mean?
Like, just using the word normal in that, like, because they're trying, you can see like the original quiz, like, title, and then they updated it later, calling it how stereotypically black was your childhood. So I'm just wondering what happened between, right, you know, that title, the URL title, and then this current one.
Yeah, there must have been. I mean, BuzzFeed has imploded since then, so I'm sure the cancel culture got to them. They had to switch some things up. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I think they had to do what they had to do. Right. But it starts off pretty hot with some like questions. You ask. I'm just gonna say mom. I can't say mom repeatedly in good faith. But you ask your mom.
Your mother.
Mom. You ask your mom for McDonald's. You ask your mother for McDonald's. What is her reply? So she can say, yeah, sure, sweetie. Do you have McDonald's money? Or there's rice at home. I just want to note that McDonald's money is a real thing now, because that dollar menu, that value menu is no longer a thing.
Have you seen the Big Mac index?
Dude, the Big Mac index has inflated. Like, if you go to Sweden or Switzerland, a Big Mac, I believe, is like $11 right now. It's like something absurd. Even in Egypt, there was a McDonald's in Egypt when I went, and apparently, because, you know, inflation, it went up 3x since like 2018, the Big Mac. So it went from like 30 cents to 90 cents. It must have been like an ingredient, like the cheese. They had to like import it from another country or something. Like, that's ridiculous. Let's be real. So since we're only taking one quiz, let's find the common ground of our answers. Yeah. So for instance, like if I asked my mom for McDonald's, I think my mom would have said something like, I mean, we ate a lot of fast food when I was younger, but I feel like if I was asking for McDonald's, she'd probably be like, oh, like, you don't decide that. Like, I have food at home, or like we're getting Wendy's instead or something. So I think there's rice at home.
Oh, true. Were you guys a Wendy's household or McDonald's?
Massive Wendy's household. We probably had Wendy's like 5 to 6 times a week. And then the other meals were Friendlies. You know what Friendlies is? Do you have any of those in Miami?
No. Is that like a regional thing?
Friendlies, if you know Friendlies, oh my God, dude. It's like...
are they still around?
There's like 3 left in like Ohio, 1 in New Jersey, and then maybe like 1 in Pennsylvania. But it's basically like a diner that serves like American food, which I guess most diners...
So like a Waffle House?
It's close to a Waffle House, but it's not as breakfast focused. Just think of it like... you know, like melts, like super melts, and like fishamajigs. Like they have ice creams, like grilled cheese. Ooh, it's kind of like a retirement home diner that also has a really cool kid side to it. So Friendlies. What did your mom say when you asked for McDonald's?
I definitely was able to get away with having McDonald's more often back when in my childhood, so it wasn't off the table. Now it's like, you know, I'll get a whole lecture if I say I had McDonald's one day. So there's rice at home. I mean, honestly, though, still, like my mom would say there's rice at home, though, because she always liked to cook at home.
Okay. So that's like the classic experience for people probably our age. Like, it's the meme, like, right? Like, we have blank at home. Like, you know, like...
Exactly, yeah.
All right, let's hit it. Let's click with that.
Let's
go. We're black.
Oh, there's right. Yeah, there we go.
We're stereotypically black to start.
We're on our way.
Nice,
there we go.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, sure. Wait. So let me see. Yeah, sure, sweetie was the 14th. Okay.
Yeah, because like the whole idea, I'm just gonna go ahead and probably like, I think that most people are going to have the worst experience for each question. Like that is where this, because it's stereotypically black. So it's going to play into this stereotype of probably like a childhood of depravity for wants, like McDonald's, for instance.
Yeah, and it's definitely more of a sassy response when you say, "Do you have like McDonald's?" money?
Yeah. It's gonna be. It's basically it's not gonna be affirming anything that they want. It's gonna be like kind of like, oh, like my mom was like a tough parent. I feel like that's gonna be like where this is heading.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of sarcasm, I think.
Well, let's go on to number 2 then. We're starting off hot. You want to read it?
All right, yeah. Your parents call you downstairs. What do they want? So like I'm thinking in 2 ways, like what the correct answer is, I guess, like, you know, quote unquote for BuzzFeed and for like the Black community, and then for what I think it is. But here, I honestly think like they converge, and I think they're just checking on you.
Interesting. So I think that the parent call downstairs is going to be for something inconsequential, like the remote. Like I think they're gonna basically disrupt what you're doing because they need something, because that's a very like classic parent-child trope, and I don't think that's excluded in the Black community. So I think this is going to be the remote. But what you think it's going to...
Interesting.
I don't think it's going to be a chat, unless the chat is like, you know, like I've never had that as a child. Granted, I'm not Black, but
no,
I just don't...
Yeah, and not a chat. I get where you're coming from with the remote, and honestly, like, I really wouldn't be surprised if that's, you know, one of the top answers, because it's definitely something trivial, like, oh my God, why didn't you just tell me that, like, you know, right when you called my name? So, but I was just trying to go, like, down the rung of, like, okay, it's so trivial that it's like ambiguous. Like they're just checking on you.
Okay.
Like,
I'm gonna
really?
Let's go with what you say. I think it's gonna be the remote. You think it's there checking on you, but I'm happy to default to you. The remote, dude. What did I say?
I had a feeling.
So far, I'm more Black than you.
I had a feeling, but okay.
Which, I mean, I guess that's kind of true.
A chat was a close.
It was
third.
close. It was close. I like to see that, because that's a positive thing. You want to see.
Well, I mean, the remote was like a clear.
Dude, remote's the win. Clearly. Come on now. All right. What kind of smack did your parents threaten you with? A little smack, a dirty slap. My parents didn't smack me. Definitely not the last one. Like, I think we should change, by the way, the framing of this game to like just guess what the top one is rather than like our lived experience, because then we can agree and try to like have an outcome here.
It's like we're gonna be arguing with all the other people that that took this and what the consensus is.
Now,
yeah.
I'm gonna go. I don't know where you're leaning. Obviously, not the last one. I don't think either of us are going, but I think it's gonna be a little smack or a dirty slap, because, like, I mean, kids. You know, I don't know if this is still a thing, but definitely like 1990s and early 2000s, kids were getting a little disciplined. Kids were getting slapped, a little wooden spoon, a little belt action, a little flip flop. If you're like Hispanic, I know they throw shoes, right? That's a thing. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah, la chancleta.
Okay, yeah. So
and like that's like a dirty.
That's a dirty slap. You get slapped with a shoe.
Because also, like, the shoe or the sandal itself is like dirty.
Think about the bottom of a shoe. You like walk into a urinal, you're like stepping on piss, and then you get like smacked with said shoe. That's disgusting.
That is like, I mean, that's already like obviously just like I guess a dirty thing to do in like Hispanic culture, but like an acceptable thing. But like I have a feeling like in Muslim cultures, like that's like disrespectful, right?
Yeah.
Like they like throwing shoes or throwing your shoes at someone.
Oh, dude, like the guy that threw the shoe at George Bush.
That was like the most
disrespectful thing.
Double dodge.
Yeah, dude, George Bush, like
the frame perfect.
The
frame perfect.
But that's all to say that I'm gonna go ahead and say a dirty slap, just because like
I think dirty slap.
The fact that it's capitalized, it's like it's kind of like, oh, if you know, dirty slap. Everyone's gonna be, oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah, no, and even
let's go.
There we go. 40 plus.
Oh, here we go. What is this?
So what is this? That's okay. We only got two answers here. So objectively, that's a doorstop. Like
it is a doorstop, which is crazy because that's not going to be the right answer here.
That's what I hate. Like, okay, we know our fate is sealed here. It's a trap, honestly, because like we're trying to be logical here. We're not. But we're not playing like the game of, oh, what did other people guess? We know that, obviously, here. But we also know that it's a doorstop.
So it's either a doorstop or your only entertainment after getting yo ass beat. You ass beat.
I'm going to say, though, just to like, so I would like in good conscience, we'd have to select doorstop to make a point here. But I'm gonna guess that your only entertainment after you get your ass beat is gonna be like 70%.
I think it's gonna be higher because it's binary, and I think like most people are going to try to be like, oh yeah, like that definitely happened, because it's like, oh, you're grounded, you're just in your room, it's the only thing you have, like no phone, no TV. I feel like this is 80. You think 70? Let's rip it. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm happy to get that wrong because I'm glad that people are taking it literally. Like it is a doorstop. Wow. That is the answer.
Yeah,
no,
we
overthought it.
Our choice was like, I love that. That's so validating.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I feel sane.
Okay, but that does throw things off because that wasn't the trend prior. Like dirty slap, like one and stuff. So
true. Yeah. The more like sassy.
We're gonna have to dial in here. Let's go.
Answers. Yeah.
Finish this sentence. Stop crying, sweetie, darling, or I'll give you something to cry about.
Okay, this is like, I'm getting dirty slap vibes.
I'm getting dirty slap vibes, but I'm also thinking that like, you're getting like, oh, I have a sweet parent, they care for me. They're gonna say like, stop crying, sweetie, for instance. But sweetie is also a word that you'd probably reserve mainly for girls, which is only 50% of the people taking this quiz. We have to be a bit more, I think, general with our answer here.
But yeah, I mean, even darling too. I mean,
I actually am leaning towards, or I'll give you something to cry about. I think you're right. It's a dirty slap situation.
Yeah, I'd go with that too. And just like also assigning genders to this. This is more unisex as well.
Yeah, this is definitely optimal. Oh, let's go. 80.
Oh,
that one.
Wow.
Fast money. That gives us like 100 points. We like basically maxed out the fast money on that.
Cool.
What is in this container? Ice cream rice stew. I'm gonna be honest, I do not relate to this whatsoever. Everything else prior, it's like, okay, I've had like a similar situation. This is where I'm lost. Because I would say ice cream.
Do you think that they recycled the container?
100%. Yeah, that's what it's going for here. I think it's gonna be
but I have
rice.
I've never had to like, unfortunately I didn't go through that like struggle. Oh, so like I'm guessing you normally see this as ice cream, but you're guessing that the highest, the highest percent answer is rice, like dry rice?
Yes, and the reason I say that, because if we look at the first question, there's rice at home was 51%.
Ooh, okay, the rice brain.
Yeah, so I'm rice brained right now. I'm on my rice gum vibe. So
grain brain.
I'm grain brain.
We got it. All right. We've gassed up this answer enough. I think we're gonna have to.
Oh my gosh! It was again, dude. Every now and then they throw us in like a little logical one where it ends up being the literal thing. The container said ice cream.
Dirty here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like obviously it is ice cream, but if we're talking about like, oh, what did they use this for after they were done consuming the ice cream? I mean, like, you ain't putting stew in there. But that was a second, like, rice got done dirty here.
What's promising is that if this were binary, ice cream or other, it would have been tied. So it's like people are still putting something else in. We just didn't guess what the right thing was, but it's happening a lot.
Okay, you ask your mother where you should put something. What does she suggest? Over in the corner, on her head.
On her head.
I got a little like dizzy reading this. You ask your mother where you should put something. What does she suggest? Over in the corner, on her head. So on her head, is that supposed to be like a sarcastic answer? Like, oh, put it on my head.
I think so,
like,
but
where do you think
it's just not. Yeah, it is, but it's not colloquial enough to be used regularly. That's not like a normal idiom people say. Like, oh, put it on my head. I've never heard that ever. Again, maybe it's
that's such a like niche answer.
It's got to be over in the corner, dude. Let's not overthink this.
Yeah.
There we go. Nobody knew what on her head meant. Nobody knew. All right. You haven't seen your auntie since you were a baby. What is the first thing she says to you? Do you remember me? You've grown so much. I've missed you. Move your stuff. This is my room now. Okay, so the one thing that I do know is that black aunties are like the greatest people on earth. They're like so sweet. So I definitely am ruling out 4 because like it can't be, I think, antagonistic towards somebody you haven't seen since a baby. Like you're gonna be like super pumped, like you've grown so much vibes. Maybe even I've missed you. I think they're gonna assume they're remembered because they're looking fondly on like their relationship with you when you were a baby. So I think it's 2 or 3.
They do say though, since you were a baby. So that like, oh, do you remember me since you were like 2 years old? So that is kind of a valid.
That's like, I feel like white people ask that. It's like, do you remember me, or do you remember me?
I don't think it's a good answer.
Karen? But I think like a black auntie is gonna say like, "Oh, sweetie, you've grown so much," or something. Like, bring it in.
Yeah, you've grown since you were just a grain of rice since I've seen you.
And now I'm grain-brained.
But I think even like white people, Hispanic people, like I've always pretty much like 80% of the time I've heard you've grown so much.
Yeah, it's just classic phrase.
And then maybe a follow-up with like, oh, do you remember me? But yeah, you've grown so much should be the top.
Yes, let's go.
There we go.
Nice.
Love it.
Okay. Wow, I missed you. Looks like nobody's really saying that. I guess you can't like miss somebody it's been like too long.
Yeah, that's a little...
Like there's no missing
happening. Yeah, that's
happening.
a little weird of a response.
Yeah.
All right, so how did your mother apologize, with the S also, apologize to you?
Such a Brit.
By saying sorry. What's apologizing? By offering you food.
I mean, to us, what's apologizing? Like, you're spelling it wrong. Like, what's literally that word? Like, that's what I would say to this. What's apologizing? That was our gut reaction.
Yeah.
But I think I also think that
and also for what? Like,
yeah. I what I'm gonna say here is it's almost certainly going to be what's apologizing, because I don't think a lot of people experience their parent apologizing to them, because parents are authority figures, and I just don't think in a lot of households like parents are like, going out of their way to say sorry.
Yeah, they want to make themselves seem, kind of infallible in a sense. And even if they maybe messed up a little bit, they're just still gonna like, keep up with appearances and just like, at least as far as you're concerned, they made the right decision.
Exactly. So I think kids are like, what's apologizing? Like, I've never heard that.
Yeah, more often than not, they're going to be a little hard-headed and just go with what's apologizing. And maybe I would say at least with okay,
we got it.
No, that makes sense. Oh wow, 27-27. I was going to say that offering food might have been like a close enough second, almost as like they're not gonna like literally say apologies or give you food. It's like, this is for this what happened this morning. It's gonna be like, oh, come to dinner, and hopefully over the course of dinner time, like you guys made up through just separate conversation, just moved on.
Now we got, what drink did you take down the park? WKD, Lambrini, Case Cider. I wasn't allowed down the park. None of this means anything to me.
What? This is a different language.
This might as well be like hieroglyphics, dude. WKD? What?
What is that? Is that like a radio station?
Lambrini? I'm really trying to like just dig into the crevices of my hippocampus to see if I could pull out anything. Zero bells are ringing. I don't know what this means. I think by default.
Okay, I'm guessing K-cider is like a hard cider.
No, it's a kid. It's got to be a kiddie cider, dude. This is kids keeping.
Oh, you don't. Okay. I mean, with these names, they're so. Okay.
Should we cheat and look? No, we can't. We can't. Like, what is it?
No. What drink did you take down the park?
All right.
K-cider.
It's got to be.
Okay, so K-cider must be an apple juice.
It must be like a kiddie cider, like an apple juice. WKD.
You know what? And I'm gonna say,
I think WKD, since it's an acronym or an initialism, because it doesn't actually sound out anything. Since it's that means it's like been used enough in like verbiage to be ultimately condensed into those three letters. So I think people are playing around with that word a lot, which means that it was around a lot, which means that people probably drank that left and right. So I just think the nature of like, it's like you use something a lot, you want to shorten it. I just think WKD, people are like, dude, we talk about this every day, we have to shorten it. And so they got to WKD.
I do like I like the logic behind WKD, which might be like water kids drink.
It could be that, but I'm actually going to just click on I wasn't allowed down at the park, because I actually think that's the answer.
No.
Let's go!
Oh my God!
Let's go! The last second.
What? Last minute you switched to that.
And look, they were tied for second at 12% each. So our logic was right.
Oh, but okay, K cider at least of the choices was the highest.
Yeah, true.
By a fraction. But, man, all right.
All right, what do we got?
You wake up on a Saturday morning to gospel music. What's happening? I have no idea. We don't play gospel music in my house. It's clean up the whole house time. Yeah, I feel driven and pulled towards the clean up the whole house time. And also, like, generally a lot of cultures like to play music while they're just like focusing on a mundane task, whether it's cleaning or construction working. So let's
I'm with you totally.
I'm feeling clean
up the whole house.
Yeah, let's
oh my gosh. What?
Oh, come
Everyone's
on.
so sacrilegious. There's too many atheists and agnostic people. Nobody understands what gospel music is. And then we have our final question. You hear your mom come into the house. What's your first thought? Yay, mommy is home. Mom's home. Look busy. Shit, I forgot to take the chicken out the freezer. It's the chicken.
Oh, that one hits
a
hard.
Shared experience for everybody from ages like 10 to 14 when they get the call like, hey, I'm home. Like, did you take the chicken out? You're like, oh no. You sprint to the freezer.
And then you rush over and start running it over a really hot water.
You boil the chicken. She's like, why is it cooked?
Yeah, it's already cooked. Yeah. Oh, I actually cooked the chicken, sous vide it.
If the answer is 3 here, that just shows how many people have this unique experience, which I actually think could be a good thing to click on.
I hope that's the top answer, but yeah, I'd go with it, and it better be. Look busy.
Look busy. It's like, what is it? A teacher though? Like, it's like look busy is like if you have your boss, like you want to look busy. Why does like your mom care if you're busy?
Oh, like maybe doing homework instead of like playing video games or something.
I'm gonna go ahead and click. You know what? Here. I'm gonna.
Oh, you're gonna do the switch up.
I'm gonna do a switch up here, and I'm gonna say, "Yay, mom is home," because I think you have a good relationship with your mom. And you're actually happy that she's home. Oh, it was the worst. It was just the chicken.
Everyone had a terrible relationship with their mother. Apparently.
Oh my gosh. And so that's it. We don't even get
more often than not. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
You know? But nah, because the chicken, like, yeah, it's like a saucy answer. It's like, ooh, like that's edgy. That's like also a shared experience, even though maybe it only happened like a dozen times throughout my whole childhood. But
so we don't even get like a wrap up. We don't get anything that says like, oh, you were 70% black. They just had us go through this. So whatever. This next quiz we have is I rounded up some controversial YouTubers. Tell me what you think about them. And the first one is Mr. Beast. Fitting. Like he's like I thought we were gonna get into like J Station, like, you know, people that have like abused their kids on camera. What do you think of YouTuber Mr. Beast?
This is like low hanging fruit.
All right, Mr. Beast. I love it. So we're gonna just try to put our let's try to guess the community, like what they think. So I love his videos. His videos are okay. I don't like his videos. I never heard of him. All right, you can't say you've never heard of Mr. Beast.
Certainly never heard of him. Yeah, you're a straight up liar.
And the BuzzFeed audience, what kind of person is on BuzzFeed? I think it's like
millennials. I don't think it's a lot of.
It's not a lot of Gen Z. Yeah, so it's millennial
Gen Z,
women,
not Gen Alpha,
right?
Millennial women, so they're gonna probably say
videos are okay. Yeah, certainly. They're not gonna love. Yeah. They're definitely gonna say that.
It's a lukewarm.
No, it's number one. It wasn't ranked first. So
they didn't sort it.
That's kind of lazy, but okay.
23% said I don't like his videos.
This is such cap, by the way. Like, there's no way that 14% of people have not heard of Mr. Beast. If you're on BuzzFeed,
these people that took these quiz, you are at the age where you have kids who probably know who Mr. Beast is, and you hear it nonstop. All right, this one right here is a controversial one for sure as of now. So what do you think of the YouTuber Sniper Wolf, SS Sniper Wolf? Actually, scroll up. Let me see what the timing was of this when this quiz was
2024, published. January 17.
Okay. Wow. So this is like going to be super like relevant and to now.
But keep in mind that like millennial women have no idea about YouTube drama, probably. So it's like they're not even going to consider that. I actually think.
But are they even the audience?
That's what I'm saying. So it's like most people are just gonna be like, never heard of her. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be never heard of her.
Never heard of. That's what you think? I'm gonna say I don't like her videos. I'm curious what the answer is gonna be.
Let's see. It's got to be, because if 14% didn't hear of Mr. Beast, we're at least tripling that. It's gonna be like 42%, which is gonna be a plurality of these answers. What'd I say? I said 40.
Oh, it was close. But look at that, 39%.
Yeah, it was close, but
that was really close.
Okay.
But no, that was sound logic.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you think of Markiplier? Okay, Markiplier, millennial woman. He's just like a little bit younger generation.
Oof, that's
like he's kind of like more Gen Zer. Maybe like early millennials watched him, but like.
And also like gamers, so it's like millennial women.
am going to go on a limb here and say he's going to be the first YouTuber where I love his videos are first, because he's very inoffensive and like he's got like a little thirst side to him. He's definitely hit culture a little bit. Right? I think he's going to be, I love his videos.
The ladies will like that.
What do you think? You good with that?
I think it's going to be kind of binary, where never heard of him is going to probably be in the top 2.
Okay. All right, let's check.
But yeah, he's not very decisive or divisive.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's also a typo there. I don't like his VOs, but yeah. I love his videos.
You're right. Yeah, nobody's heard of him. Nobody's heard of him. Okay. All right. So we have to really temper expectations here.
We gotta lock in as the millennial, like.
Yeah.
Girly.
The millennial 30-year-old with the 2-year-old. Darman, never heard of him. Let's not even think twice here. Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. If Markiplier got done dirty like that, boom.
And wow, I'm surprised a lot of people don't like Darman's videos.
I don't like.
They've
looked into the lore.
Yeah, I mean, it's just skits. It's like, you could be like a little like cringy.
He got a little controversy too.
Okay,
you didn't hear about like him like underpaying, like slave labor and stuff like that, and indentured servitude.
Dude, Darman, really?
His actors? Yes. Yeah. Like literally, you can Google it and you'll just be like Darman slavery, and you're gonna.
Oh my gosh, Darman.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Wow, what a divisive figure. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think of this one?
What do you think of the YouTuber Danny Gonzalez?
Never heard of him.
I think it's definitely gonna, because now you're getting a little more like
this
niche, as we go.
This is a
here.
YouTube person. Like,
there's no way that like the audience of Danny Gonzalez are also looking at BuzzFeed in general, let alone BuzzFeed quizzes like this.
Danny Gonzalez, never heard of him. I'm gonna go 50+%. 73%.
Oh wow! Oh, that's that. Well, I mean, it makes sense, but I also kind of like feel bad that it's like, damn, like there is like almost hardly any overlap.
And look, we're getting into even like I don't have anything against Drew Gooden, but like a second-rate Danny Gonzalez with Drew Gooden, like it's gonna be like 78% never heard of him. I think Drew Gooden has good content.
I think it's gonna be higher. I think more people have heard of Drew Gooden than Danny.
You think so? So you think it's gonna be less than 73%?
Yes. I'm gonna say I guess I'm gonna say high 60s, like above 65.
I'm gonna say
but less than
mid 70s. 82. I told you, nobody knows who it is. And guess what? We're not done. Look who's next. Curtis Connor, who's a discount Drew Gooden.
Who's a discount. However, it is very well known that his audience are a lot of females. Like he has a lot of like girl humor, or like humor and jokes and stand-up comedy that a lot of like chicks like.
Well, something interesting to note here is that they changed up the answers. I love his videos XD, and then we have his videos are mid. So
that's weird. That's a weird switch up there.
It's a weird switch up. So I think like the original poster just really likes Curtis Connor, or adapted the language to how maybe Curtis Connor talks, but never heard of him. And this 80%. Bam. Literally.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. This one, this is similar to like the Mr. Beast question. Obviously, sort of a different generation, but also plenty of overlap in a sense, because they shout each other out and stuff like that. So, what do you think of PewDiePie? Like, it's definitely never heard of him. Can't be, in the top 2, I'd think. So, and actually, even the older generation know PewDiePie more than. I wouldn't say more than Mr. Beast, but definitely he was like peak at their time. So I'm gonna go with, I like his videos. I think, and he's also very like, he's more wholesome, I think, and more like down to earth than Mr. Beast. So I think the more mature audience of like BuzzFeed kind of jive with that. So what do you think here?
So I actually think that since BuzzFeed is generally more like liberal people, they've probably heard like and saw that New York Times article about his controversy, and so I actually think they're gonna go ahead and say I don't like his videos. So I'm cool with doing either, but I just want to caveat by I don't agree with you, and I think it's gonna be this. But we could click on I like his videos if you think that he's gonna be like, in his family friendly, like accepted era for this.
Yeah, I mean, he's done a lot to like kind of rebrand, distance himself from that, and just kind of
let's go for it.
Go through a renaissance of sorts. But yeah, they might have not given him credit for it.
Let me lock it in then.
But let's do it. Let's see.
What I say? Top is I don't like his videos. I told you. PewDiePie's not as beloved as you thought. No, that's actually the bottom answer. PewDiePie is
yeah, maybe like.
I guess so.
Man. What do you know? We learned something today.
What do you think of the YouTuber Jack Vale Films who does the fart pranks? I'm going to go ahead and say 90% of people have never heard of this person, including myself.
I'm going to say 95%. Yeah, 90.
90%. Spot on. And
basically 90%.
Wow, that is so embarrassing. Wow. Okay.
This guy.
August the Duck. Maybe higher than 89%. What do you think? Where are we landing here? I say 80.
August the Duck. Yeah, bro. I mean, you're not even saying fart pranks here. You're not giving us like even like a little nibble of information.
It might be 90. So, it's either 89 or 92 is my guess. One of those two.
Oh, I was thinking 92 also.
94?
Yeah,
Nobody.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh, what a no-name. August the Duck. Watch him like be a fan of the channel he's watching. Like,
I wonder why August the Duck is controversial. Because remember, this whole like title for the quiz is controversial.
Yeah, what makes August the Duck?
This is actually a great thing for him. He's probably looking at this like, oh great, like am I even controversial if 94% of people don't know who I am?
Yeah, that's good news for him if he was just looking up his name.
He's the least controversial person on this list technically.
All right, take us away with the final one.
This is a big one. This is a juicy question. What do you think of the YouTuber Colleen Ballinger / Miranda Sings?
Ooh.
So
this is after her apology video, which. Yep. But again,
and pretty fresh too. Fresh off of that. This was in January.
Nobody knows that happened outside of people on YouTube, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that was just for like YouTuber drama?
That was YouTuber drama.
But she was. When did she?
August.
Like when was she relevant?
Oh, like 2018.
Like when was like yeah. Okay.
And she locked down this demo. People love Miranda Sings. Like kids loved her, so parents loved her. Millennials may have loved her. I really think that a lot of people are gonna say either they are okay or I love her videos.
Okay.
I'm gonna go they are okay. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna say with they are okay.
Oh, you're right. I don't like them.
Oh, okay. Look at that. I guess
so,
it must have made big news.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, so our next quiz, is it gay, straight, or bi? Disney Channel is gay, Nickelodeon is straight, and Cartoon Network is bi. So it's going to be like math is red, like English is blue. You just have to like say, oh, like that's straight. Like, oh, that's such a straight thing.
Yeah, that's a bold statement.
Okay, all right.
All
right, so here we go. It says, don't overthink it, go with your gut, do it for science. Okay, for the sake of science. What do you think about succulents? Homosexual, heterosexual, or bisexual? Succulents. I actually have a succulent right now. I'm going to say bisexual just because I feel like it's a little like more artsy to have plants, and I feel like on like the artsy scale, like bisexual people probably rank the highest of the three. Like I feel like they have the most like, oh, like, you know, I'll do whatever, quite literally. And so they're like, oh, like, let's get hella plants.
Okay.
Yes, let's go.
Artsy folks.
I know my shit, bro.
What do you think about dinosaurs?
That's okay, so come on. Straight, dude.
Come on, bro.
Bro, that is the most heterosexual thing. Let's not even think about this.
Just don't even,
all right, 57%.
There, yeah.
Okay.
Obvious.
What do you think of tote bags?
Tote bags. Well, I guess they kind of get lumped in with purses, and like people still joke around with like, oh, nice man purse and this and that, and crossbody bags. Like even though they're objectively like super utilitarian and awesome, but like people will still like jab at it for fun.
So you're leaning homosexual,
and I think I'm totally gay for tote bags.
It's bisexual.
I'm gay for tote. What are you?
By 1,000.
Of course, look at you. Oh my! I have no comment. That's
all right, so why am I 2 for 2?
That's what you're saying right now.
Hey, wait, sorry. Why am I 3 for 3?
All right.
Why am I 3 for 3?
No, the thing is, I know that's the right answer.
Am I 3 for 3 then? Dude.
Like, I know that's the right answer because it's like a boring answer to say, to like, again, because that's more of just like a generic, like it could go either way.
I am a bisexual aficionado, okay?
And I'm just choosing gay for everything. All right.
Dude. All right.
Except the dinos. That was
what do you think about soccer? I think sport is going to generally be just like heterosexual, although I do think that soccer is going to like yield a bit higher on the homosexual scale, but I think it's still going to be heterosexual. It's a sport.
You think you think homosexual is going to be second?
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it's clear that like I guess soccer would be considered straight.
40
so
plus.
Let's lock that in.
50 plus.
40,
almost
68.
60. Okay.
All right.
Didn't have to think.
What do you think about the Nintendo 64?
Bro, gaming is heterosexual coded.
It's for the boys. Well, I guess the straight boys.
It's just for the boys. It's just like that. It's like, oh, what do you think of like a straight guy? They're like, oh, he lives with no couch on a folding chair with his PlayStation. It's just like, it is. Bam. Okay. LED light strips.
I'm gonna say homosexual, just because like when people talk about RGB, it's like just easily joked like, oh, you have like the Pride, like you got like a Pride PC or something like that. When you got LEDs like everywhere. So I'm gonna say homosexual. I'm gonna roll my eyes real hard if it's bisexual again as the top answer.
You already know what I'm gonna say, dude. Stop it.
Oh my god.
And of course, dude. I'm right again.
Oh, come on.
Of course, I'm right again, dude.
This is disrespectful to the homosexuals.
Yeah,
they're not. Are they even? They're not getting any wins.
Wait a second, though. What do you think about Kiwis? I think Kiwis are gay.
You think? I mean. This one, I'd go bisexual, actually.
Why are you always wrong? Why are you always wrong?
Just so I can get.
I don't miss. No. I am the sexual god. I know everything about all sexes, dude, or all proclivities.
God.
What do you call that? Orientations, dude.
Proclivities. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't miss. What do you think about chess? Come on, what is it?
Oh, you're now you're testing me.
Which one is it?
I'm gonna say it's hetero.
Yeah,
Unless we're talking about
sports
like
games,
the vibrating plugs.
Yeah. Oh no. No. All that's gonna be.
But
this is tough. What do you think about Bluetooth headphones? Because here, all right, let me explain this.
The image that they're showing.
Bluetooth headphones are the same as grooming yourself. It's like the same type of person. It's like you care about kind of like optimizing your health and like your electronic usage. So it's all very not metrosexual.
It's all very gay.
I'm going a little bit gay. Like I think of like a gay guy at the gym.
Because like you care too much.
And they have like AirPods
Braided wires?
Yeah, it could be homosexual. This is the first one where I genuinely don't know. It's not bisexual for sure. I think this is going to be... Oh no, dude! But
I think
straight guys love their tech. They're just like, oh, like I got this brand new
JBL.
JBL.
And this is going to be probably the question that confirms my theory that bisexual is the I don't know answer.
Because you think it's going to be bisexual?
Like, I'm kind of indifferent. So I think it's going to be bisexual.
I'm going to lock in heterosexual
because it's like almost. All right,
yeah, dude. What did I say?
Oh, bisexual was close.
What did I say? I haven't missed yet. It's crazy. I'm trying to miss. What do you think about hand sanitizer? Homosexual.
Bro, you're ripping through these questions. What do you think? Yeah, hand sanitizer. Okay.
It's not heterosexual because straight guys are dirty, right? That's what the...
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with like cleanliness and stuff, and like, oh, you're like chronically like spritzing like alcohol on your palms. Like you can't even go to the bathroom. Like you just need it. You're like Howie Mandel. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say homosexual. Please give me this one.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's a tie.
No. Look at one.
I couldn't.
21.7.
No, I know, but like just from a rounding perspective.
You know you're in. Look, listen. All I'll say is you know you're in a good camp if you agree with me because I haven't been wrong yet. So you're good. What do you think of birds as pets? Let's hear it. 1, 2, 3. Bisexual. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, yo.
There's a lot too. It's so bisexual to have a bird.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh no, the streak has.
Oh
the
my
streak has
gosh!
Ended.
How could it be? That's just cap.
That's. Also, yeah, birds are like homosexual.
That's
like what
weird.
is?
That's not true.
I don't. Birds are like dope. This is. Oh my god. This is thorough.
There should definitely be a fourth option that's like all the above. But I guess it's just going off gut.
I think that's what the bisexual. I think that's what the bisexual answer is.
It hasn't been proven yet, though. This theory is still a theory.
The Bluetooth headphones one, it was a close second. So that's why I'm still leaning towards that.
All right. Do you agree Paramore's bisexual though?
Homosexual.
No, it's bisexual, dude. When will you learn? Paramore's like obviously bisexual.
Come on, they slay though. What I mean. So.
This one's all you. I'm not saying anything for this. I just want to see like you work through this.
Yeah. So, what do you think about tarot cards? I'm not thinking about like the meta of how to get the right answer here. I think that they're strongly bisexual.
Nope, you were wrong. Say you lean bisexual because you don't have an answer, and then it ends up being wrong, dude. I could have told you it was homosexual because that is something that every single gay guy and every single girl I talk to have the overlap for, but it's not that bisexual artsy type of thing. It's like the same like horoscope.
No, the artsy people love.
It's horoscopic. It's like zodiac vibes. It's horosexual.
Damn. All right.
Okay. Here we go. What do you think about lactose intolerant? Let me take this one because you just took the L, so I'll clean this up here. Lactose intolerant, so straight guys like pizza, ice cream, so they're definitely out. They're not lactose intolerant.
No, yeah, not hetero, so we're going between the homosexual or the
lactose intolerant, this is where I'm going. Lactose intolerant people are the same as like vegans, gluten-free. They're in that camp, which is a very new age, and the newest age of the three is bisexual.
Are bisexual? Yeah, that's like that's the high tech.
That's my deductive reasoning there. So let's go ahead and rock it.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
can't argue with that.
Ooh. Did I miss?
Well.
All right. I'll take my L's. Look, I take my L's and move on. We'll go up to.
That's a big L. Capital L.
Oh, hit this. You know this. Easy.
All right. Oh, the Toyota Camry.
No, don't even think. Don't even think.
No, it's got to be hetero.
Yeah, the most of anything.
Yeah. They should have followed it up with, what do you think about Toyota Priuses?
Yeah,
that would have been an
interesting question. But what about Ottomans? What do you?
I love Ottomans.
You do, but
they're like soft coffee tables.
Design, like it's gonna be like queer eye for the straight guy, like
queer.
1, 2, 3, homosexual. Oh my gosh, heterosexual. That's a lie, dude. Heterosexuals do not like Ottomans.
Hey, I was feeling the testosterone.
Oh my gosh, dude.
My T levels.
You know what I'm just realizing? I'm viewing this from the perspective of a guy only, but mostly girls are taking this, which changes things. Because like a heterosexual girl, obviously, likes Ottomans, right? Like the girl likes the design. I'm thinking from like a straight guy. But those are two totally different people.
Straight cis male.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Not here.
So we have to become a girl and think of this.
I am a girl.
All right.
What do you think about the cello?
Cringe. Yes, there we go. All right, I'm getting my.
There's one answer to this.
My redemption arc.
Okay, let's see if you kill this.
What do you think about the concept of bangs? Ooh, actually, I don't. This one's kind of stumping.
If you need a lifeline, give me a call. If you need a lifeline, give me a call.
Okay, a lifeline.
Bisexual. Good.
Oh, wait. I was. My lifeline.
You used a lifeline.
Just went on. No, I didn't give you a call though.
Oh, I thought you did like. Okay.
I was gonna go towards. I was not thinking like heterosexual. I was just kind of contemplating between homo and bi. Oh, okay. Finally, what do you think about Earth's moon as opposed to Jupiter's or Saturn?
There's one answer. You know it.
I'm gonna say heterosexual.
No, it's homosexual because it has to mimic the tarot cards and like zodiac.
Tarot.
Oh my gosh! Why did I not end it with what I thought? We were both wrong.
What a beautiful ending.
Yeah,
bisexual.
Exactly. There couldn't have been a better ending.
I mean, overall, this quiz was like bisexual.
Yeah, a very bisexual quiz. Okay.
Yeah. One of the last quizzes we took is how stereotypically white are you?
Oh my God! Look at this disclaimer, dude.
We should relate to this a little bit more, hopefully. Obviously, not all white people are the same, and these are mostly shared experiences by everyone.
Thanks, Logan
but
Rhodes.
You should still take the quiz.
Okay. Check all that applies. Then we're gonna see how. Okay.
Whoa, okay. Interesting format we got here.
All right. Felt bad for Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, she got locked up, so it's like, and Pitbull like reminded all of us about that.
Oh, for Taylor Swift.
Oh, and then it's like, do you feel bad for Taylor
no.
Swift? I don't feel bad.
Conan, he got shafted by Jay Leno. I do. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I do feel bad for him. He gets a lot of like, okay, run up the stairs like Rocky Balboa. I mean, not with
the intent to impersonate him. Like, just kind of like.
Yeah, like maybe I thought about it, like, oh, I'm running up, but I'm not gonna like turn around and like, woo, like I did it.
Whatever he said. What did he say?
So,
dude, Rocky Balboa is such a fraud.
He got brain damage while
the CTE king. Yeah, I'm gonna say no to
this. Yeah, we can skip that. So, been jealous of a member of the royal family. I mean, they're like rich as hell, so like, but like been jealous.
Yeah, I'm honestly not jealous of Brits. Like, it just isn't really.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I guess if we're gonna go down, if we're gonna do some hits below the belt. Been jealous of Lauren Conrad? No. Said Jeez Louise? Yes, I said it.
Jeez Louise.
Guilty
I've never said it, but I'll check it for you. No.
I mean, I've seen it like said it ironically. No Way Jose, classic.
Okay, yes. I've said that. SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs. Yeah, another.
That's
banger.
Crazy. You've said all three of those. All right, let me
I mean,
wrap it.
like in very different, different context. Rode a unicycle. No, I would not.
Yeah, that's like hard to do.
Decided to go sailing and then went sailing. I've went to sailing camp involuntarily.
Oh, you gotta check. So, you gotta check. Have you been to sailing camp? That's crazy. You definitely are white.
That overrides it.
That's super white.
Okay.
Gone fishing?
Gone fishing, yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right, you can take like the next 10.
All right, owned a pair of boat shoes. I have some Sperry's and such.
Yes. Oh, for sure. Yeah, in Miami, like ubiquitous, along with Crocs.
New Balance, I have like 10 pairs right now, honestly.
Yes.
Of course. Martha's Vineyard, I have not been. Have you?
I have not. I missed an opportunity to go there.
Oh, you could have been white. But voted for Mitt Romney. No, I wasn't of age. He ran in 2008.
I did get deported to Martha's Vineyard, though.
Oh, really?
By Ron DeSantis. Yeah, he sent me over there.
Wow.
Okay, but yeah, voted for Mitt Romney.
He was 2012,
couldn't
right?
At the time.
So that was like, we were illegal to vote for him.
Yeah, no, I wasn't illegal when I.
You were an illegal from Cuba.
Read Nicholas Sparks novels.
I haven't read. I've watched his movie, but that's about it.
No.
Change the way you sing a song when you're alone? Yeah, but that's like a human experience, no? Like, don't you just like sing in the showers?
That's an odd thing to put in like a white.
I mean, we'll claim it. That's fine. Happy to claim that. Never been the only white person in the room. Oh, I've been the white person. Dude, my old barber shop. I used to have, there's 3 black barbers, and then every single person coming through those doors were black. And then it was just me in there. I don't even know why I went there. I think because they were like cheap. They were good guys. But like, I've never felt so marginalized in my life. When it came to conversation and stuff, it was crazy. I mean, eventually like, I ended up being fine, but my first couple times walking in, I would just go in, sit down in the chair, get asked a few questions about sports, and then just like be stared at.
I ended up being fine, as if.
Oh no, I mean like I ended up like chilling, like I ended up talking eventually, but like I remember when I first went
like
in,
feeling more comfortable and like just kind of breaking the ice. I get that. Yeah.
I'm not fine. Like, oh, I'm safe. It was more so kind of like.
Am I gonna get out of here?
Yeah, no. They were chill.
That's too white.
That's so white, dude. White people is like clutching your purse, like locking your doors in traffic.
That would be crazy if that was one of the questions. Like, have you ever clutched your? Like, it starts getting into like.
Yeah, it gets into like.
Are
actual,
you like a racist white person?
Yeah. It might. We're not done yet.
Oh my god. True. So yeah.
Okay, so we'll leave that blank then. Given a thumbs up for approval and then nodded. Huh? Oh yeah. Oh, all the time for sure.
Yeah. Cried over something Justin Bieber did? No. Low stakes. Done an impression of Creed leader, singer Scott Stapp?
No. Oh, yes. Really? Let me hear it.
Not like... No, I only do it after someone else does it because I'm like, oh, I know what you're doing. I know that voice.
Okay, fine.
What? Yeah, I'm drawing a blank, but like I know like the kind of like the
What the hell is
I don't
that?
even like.
That's so funny.
Yeah, like that's the vibe anyway. But like, yes, I know I've done it, but I've never like initiated it.
Okay.
Anyway, purposely avoided talking about 12 Years a Slave. No, like I haven't like talked about.
I've never seen it. I mean, I know like Lupita Nyong'o's in it. Is that Brad Pitt?
Was what as like the slave master?
Yeah. I know it's the guy who was from Captain Phillips. 12 Years a Slave. It is Brad Pitt.
Yo, what was Brad Pitt doing?
So it was Brad Pitt, Lupita Nyong'o.
I got some questions for him. Michael Fassbender.
Thought about traveling back in time. I've had this thought exercise before. Like,
yeah, that's like such a common
that's
like
not white.
thought.
Watch Fox News. I've watched Fox News
yes.
before. Watched Juno. I've watched that movie of you.
I have not watched it. I do want to see it though.
Okay.
I know. I feel bad.
It's a white staple.
In my. It's in the back.
Attended a film festival. You went to Cannes.
Yes, sir.
Bought the clear Band-Aids because all the other ones were too dark for your skin. No, I don't ever try to match up the color of my Band-Aid to my skin.
Yeah, no, I don't care. If it was a Spider-Man Band-Aid, I'd put it on.
Taking a group holiday photo shoot with your friends. What? Oh, I think they're saying holiday, like vacation. Maybe?
I mean, in Hawaii, I did it with like my girlfriend's family. I mean, like.
So let's do yes. We'll do yes.
Call them my friends. Yeah, I mean, and it was a very like white, a white thing to do, a very white photo shoot. So.
And then the final two, use the hashtag white people. No, never. I would never use that.
No.
Been personally offended by a post, but no. Have you?
No.
That's
personally offended. No, I've cringed.
You are pretty darn white. You sometimes miss on high fives, but you have a good sense of humor about it. And even though the majority of your close friends are white, your larger groups of friends is pretty diverse. Okay. All right, so now we're playing Hot or Not with all the weird characters I found attractive. So this is just smash or pass with fictional characters, which I'm no stranger to. I don't know if you've played this game before. It's a fun one.
Yeah, no, I've definitely had my go around with this. Hot or Not, the fact that the title is like the things that like the author found. So basically we need to like agree with with the author, or actually we should probably judge the author.
We're gonna do some judging, and this is also approved and edited by the BuzzFeed community team. So lots of eyeballs on this. Wow. Looks like this person's like a boosted poster as well. So this is gonna be a pretty high octane quiz. I think what we should do for this is try to guess if people think that if they're hot or not, instead of giving our view. We got Jaywalker from the Lego Ninjago movie.
This is okay. We're getting really like deep into this already.
This is such a niche
I didn't even know that there was like a community like behind this character. I mean, the hair.
He's got great hair. He's got freckles.
No, yeah, I love his hair.
This guy's a stud, his skin is bro. Flawless skin. I think he's adorable.
I'm gonna assume that like also people looking at the picture, they're gonna glance at it and make their choice instead of like, oh, I know who that is.
They're just gonna use,
or I don't know who that is.
Right. They'll use exactly what's in front of them to decide that. So we're leaning adorable, right?
And also they actually say, oh my God, adorable, which is different from saying that they're hot.
Okay.
So that's kind of a weird phrasing, but that's also like a very like soft.
Yeah, it's easy to say yes to that.
Calling it adorable.
Oh my God, they say ew no.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh man.
All right. So now we have Predator.
Yeah, okay, don't judge me, but I always thought the Predator from John McTiernan's Predator was hot. How about you? I mean, the dreads.
He's hot, dude. He's literally like a stud.
I think he's.
Look at him.
I mean, yeah.
Masculinity.
Actually, I mean, like their face. They're like they're kind of like a butterface in a way, but that's why they wear.
Well,
the
they're
mask,
mysterious.
Also, is kind of like. Well, yeah, I like that. It's very Sigma behavior.
So let's run. Yeah.
That they exhibit. So I'm gonna be like, to be honest, yeah.
Oh, what? Okay, we have a way too like practical audience. They're not having fun with this.
Yeah, a lot of Debbie Downers.
Predator's hot as shit. What the heck? Okay, what about Mario and Luigi from Paper Jam? I mean, based on this audience, we're just like cute, but not like that.
Oh, Actually, yeah, that's kind of like that's unfortunately almost too like normal.
I know,
saying, like,
yeah.
cute, but not like
this is a bad one.
And like, yeah, that's definitely gonna be 91%.
Dude, I wish this audience like leaned into the game a bit more. Like My Little Pony, like at first, look at the way she's writing the question. Lamau, what about Rainbow Dash?
What about Rainbow Dash? Unfortunately, I think there's going to be a relatively high percent of people that are going to call it my babe.
Sub 20.
Or my babe.
Yep, sub 20, dude.
Sub 20, okay. But yeah, I mean, most of these people, I think this, the author here is being crucified right now.
Of course.
Everyone's disagreeing with him. What about Nick Wilde? Oh my God, yeah, I think he's revealing a little too much about himself. Nick Wilde from Disney's Zootopia. No,
thank you, unless furry. Oh my gosh! So it's we're dealing with furries here. So that's our new rule of thumb. If we see an animal, we say yes.
I guess so. What about Maeve from Fort?
Nah.
Yeah. That was a little weird. Oh, okay. We're going animals. Actually, let's not even read it. We're seeing an animal.
100% blind. 100%. Blind. Oh my gosh! So we know.
Oh my God! We read these. We read them like a book. Oh my God! Okay, no, it's gonna be yes back to back. Pokemon 2, Degenerate.
Oh my gosh, dude! This is literally furry audience. It's crazy. We know the exact. What? All right, these 150,000 people who did this, right? If we want to do like some targeted ad campaign. We know exactly who we're dealing with. It is a 32-year-old furry woman, period. That's it.
I mean, yeah, furry women, that's also like a rare breed. I mean, it's definitely the minority of the group, but hey, they are coming out loud and strong.
But I wonder, because these are now this is a girl Pokemon, this Eevee evolution.
Girl gamer furries.
So...
And also, but like Markiplier probably would have hit smash.
But I think we're dealing with girls. Like a guy furry would say like, oh, I'm in love.
But girls like Markiplier too.
Okay, so we're going I'm in love.
Yeah, I'm in love. Oh my God.
No, see, it was a girl. Like we were dealing with girls, so we had to.
Oh, dude. Okay. I guess. Wow, interesting. Yeah, we have to narrow it down, the demographics.
And then finally we have Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But he is an animal, but he doesn't have fur, so I think he's not actually.
Yeah, it's not even like a cute type of animal, and like I honestly don't like the art style of this TV show. Like it kind of gives me a little bit of.
So it's gonna go. He's a turtle, 85% then.
85. I'm gonna say it's almost a little split.
No, that's crazy.
Like
stop,
60-40. No, 70-30.
76.
Okay. All right.
All right. I mean,
I got a little too hyped for that
way
last
too excited
one, but
but that looks to be it.
That was good.
That was fun. We played a lot of controversial BuzzFeed quizzes, so
I think we learned a lot about ourselves, the audience, BuzzFeed themselves.
All right, so that's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to support us on Patreon to see more exclusive content, make sure to click the link below. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you. It's only $5, so that'd be great, and it funds all of our other videos. All right. Peace.
Peace.